Share the guys.
Hello.
Right. Good evening. Welcome to our Tech Tuesday. And we've been covering that fun topic of how your food or type of food that you eat or don't eat affects your mood. Ever heard of that term hangry? Meaning that you're angry when you're hungry? Well, it's a very real thing. And we've gone over this for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to continue this week with going on to the next little section. And it's a few other things that we don't need over here. I don't need, oops. So how does what you eat or not eat affect your mood? So I'm getting into a little bit more technical stuff tonight. And we're going to talk about the gut-brain axis and mood regulation, which is essentially what I've just said. How does your food affect your mood? And you probably are well aware by now that there are microorganisms in the gut. The gut is home to millions of microorganisms that play a significant role in producing neurotransmitters that are crucial for regulating the mood. And they are beneficial foods that are high in fiber, otherwise known as prebiotics, and fermented foods, otherwise known as probiotics, that can promote the growth of beneficial bacteria in the gut. One of the most intriguing scientific developments in recent years is the discovery of the importance of microorganisms in the gut as intermediaries between the foods we eat and what happens in the brain. Remember, we've spoken before that the gut is often referred to as the second brain. And this is where it comes in. And it's that bacteria in your gut that is the difference between you basically digesting your food correctly or not digesting it correctly or not digesting it at all. So if that bacteria level is not correct, you're going to have a problem. Colloquially, this is referred to as the gut-brain axis. And this two-way communication between the brain and our intestinal tract plays a crucial role in regulating not only digestive functions, but also influencing the mood, behavior, and even cognitive functions. Yeah, ever heard that feeling of, oh, I can't remember where I put this, or what am I doing in the room? Or, yeah, I'm really losing my mind these days. Possibly they are. And one of the things that stands out for me is, ever heard that the term pregnancy brain? When ladies are pregnant, they often get very forgetful or they get confused easily. And part of the reason there is that in most cases, they aren't getting enough omega-3, which is brain food. So the gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as the gut microbiota or microbiome. And these microbes play a significant role in producing neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA, which are crucial for regulating the mood. And things like serotonin and dopamine are the difference between depression and not sleeping well. Serotonin, as mentioned above, is often associated with feelings of happiness and well-being, and approximately 95% of serotonin in the body is produced in the gut. So those people who suffer from depression probably are also suffering from indigestion, amongst other things. And they almost certainly are not eating properly. Certain foods, such as those high in fiber or prebiotics, and fermented foods, such as probiotics, can promote the growth of the beneficial bacteria in the gut. These bacteria help to maintain the gut barrier function, produce neurotransmitters, and modulate immune system activity, all of which influence the brain function and mood. Maintaining a healthy gut through correct diet, exercise, and stress management can help support optimal mood regulation. And as I often say to my patients when they come and see me for a problem, it's not a single thing that's going to sort out that problem in most cases. Obviously, if you've got a dirty big splinter stuck in your finger, me removing the splinter out of your finger will take care of the pain in most cases. However, when you're talking about more of a holistic issue, like mood, stress, depression, that kind of thing, it's linked to your gut. So you can go out and exercise for 8 hours a day, but if your diet is not correct, it's not going to help. You can handle your stress management, or you can handle your stress, should I say, in the best way possible. But if your diet is wrong, you're still going to get stressed. So if your diet is correct, it takes care of a whole lot of other issues. Now, here's a name that I hadn't heard of before, but it's starting to come through quite a bit. And I'm hoping that we will see some of these supplements coming into the South African market in the not too distant future. And this thing called a nootropic. Another exciting area of research is how nutrients in our food can act as nootropics. And these are substances that may improve cognitive function, memory, creativity, and motivation. And just think about the frustration that people have where school students, they've got to memorize huge amounts of information, but look at their diets in a lot of the cases. And recognizing faces. In my business, I see a lot of people. And you suddenly see them in hospital and they look one way, and you see them back in the rooms or out in the shops, and they're completely different because they're now healthy. And to be able to recognize them takes a little bit of, who are you and where have I seen you before, sort of thing. And also when it comes to your artists, for creativity and just plain motivation to get out of bed in the morning and go to work. This is all affected by the nutrients in your diet. Now, these substances include vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that are essential for brain health and function. Examples of these include omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in fish oil, vitamin B complex, and magnesium. And I think we are all pretty well versed in these things and how they work and what they do. Now, nootropics are a new thing that enhance alertness, focus, and energy levels, and can indirectly improve mood by increasing your motivation and reducing feelings of fatigue or lethargy. Ever heard that saying of my get up and go has got up and went? Well, once we get this product available over here, we will have a very good solution for those who are feeling like the get up and go has gone. We can say, well, would you like something to assist with that? We've already got a good few things that we can offer, like the omega-3, like the vitamin B, and like the magnesium. But with nootropics, it's an extra boost, sort of like a turbo boost in a car. Of special interest is a nutrient called L-theanine, which is an amino acid primarily found in tea leaves. Now, L-theanine is known for its ability to promote relaxation without sedation, in other words, without knocking you out to sleep, and is often used to reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance cognitive function. Now, we do already have something like this in our product range. Heard of Neolife tea? Studies have demonstrated that L-theanine can attenuate the physiological and the psychological responses to stress, including reducing heart rate and cortisol levels. And we do get this L-theanine because it's an amino acid. You will find it in our Neolife shake because obviously it is one of the 22 amino acids, and we have all of those in our protein shake. But you also find it, as said, in tea. So you will find it to a certain extent in our Neolife tea as well. By modulating stress responses, L-theanine can help promote a sense of calm and well-being, thereby improving mood and cognitive function. Now, L-theanine, in combination with caffeine, can help to mitigate the jittery effects of caffeine while preserving its cognitive enhancing benefits. And I'm not too sure how many of you use or drink the Neolife tea, but when it comes to journeys like going to Bloemfontein next month, Neolife tea for me is a lifesaver, because not only am I drinking it while driving, okay, in between driving, but also during the convention, because things, you're sitting all day and your brain can get foggy very quickly. Whereas if you're having a cup of coffee, you often get the jitters, especially if it's strong coffee and you're not used to coffee, you'll get the jitters. And this is what happens when you have caffeine. Some of these energy drinks that have got too much caffeine in them, you get the jitters. Whereas when you mix the caffeine with the L-theanine, it calms everything, and just sort of like focusing a camera. If you think of a through lens camera, you look at it and you need to focus it. Once you get that focus clear, your picture is a whole lot better. You can have a picture, but it might be a very shaky picture. But once you focus it and just get everything correct, it looks a whole lot better. And this is what happens when you mix the L-theanine with the caffeine. Now, what are the factors that contribute to mental well-being? While nutrition plays a significant role in influencing stress levels and mood, other factors such as environment, lifestyle, access to social and spiritual support, and overall health also contribute to our mental well-being and happiness. Think about it. You're going through significant stress. Would you rather do that completely on your own? Or are you happier to have just a small group? Big group doesn't work, but just a small group of people who are there to support you, give you a shoulder to cry on, but also offer a little bit of advice. And it's always better to use somebody who has been through a similar experience before, because then they can coach you and help you. So your environment, your lifestyle, are you going to the gym? Are you going out walking? Are you just sitting stuck in front of the TV or your computer all day? All makes a difference. Your environment, the physical and social environment, can significantly impact mental well-being. And I'll mention it again, as I've mentioned it on numerous occasions. Hospitals are depressing places. Think about it. You're in a room, dependent on which ward you're in, with upwards of 10 other people with you, or should I say 9 other people if you're in a 10-bed unit. And there's curtains, there's nursing staff and doctors and people like myself floating around, poking and prodding and pushing and often exerting more pain or causing more pain. You've got things running into your arms and tubes up your nose and all over the place, and you're not seeing any sunshine, and you're not seeing any familiar faces who can help you. Is it any wonder that long-term patients especially get depressed? Lifestyle is another thing. Healthy lifestyle choices, including regular physical activity and stress management, are crucial for mental well-being. Just having a patient, I'm sure Jenny Holiday will be able to attest to this, being able to get up from a bed, go outside, even if it is to take 5 steps outside, see the sun, feel the fresh air, being upright and moving back, and then sitting down or lying down again, she'll be able to tell you that she will feel significantly better, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Social support is another thing. Connecting with others and having a support system can positively impact mental well-being. You're in a stressful situation, knowing that you've got friends and family that are a phone call away, there to give a little bit of moral support, just knowing that they're simply praying for you makes all the difference. So what are some strategies for effective stress management? And these can include in your daily life, that you should include in your daily life to effectively manage stress, promote a positive mood, and just enhance your overall well-being. Regular exercise. Physical activity lifts your mood and helps you get better sleep, reduces stress, and improves self-confidence. And if you've never really exercised much, but or if you've done it before and then life happens and you fall away, like I tend to do at times, you know you should exercise, but you really just don't feel like it. That is a form of depression. But when you get up, you force yourself, and this is where having somebody to be with you, an exercise buddy, saying, hey, let's go for a walk around the garden. Let's go for a walk at the beach, or let's go for a walk in the mall. Go and have a cup of coffee somewhere. Just getting that move, getting that inspiration. If you've got to show up for somebody else, knowing that they're going to be there as well, it improves your self-confidence, it reduces your stress, and you will sleep better tonight. We need to eat a healthy diet based on nutrient-rich foods. And a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean protein, whole grains, and the omega-3 fatty acids can help you cope with stress. Does the word pro-vitality make something familiar to you? Consuming foods that are high in sugar and refined carbohydrate can lead to fluctuations in blood sugar levels, which can cause mood swings and increase stress. Maintaining a stable blood sugar level through a balanced diet rich in fiber, protein, and healthy fats can help to stabilize mood. And this is where you hear so many stories of people who are on the breakfast pack, who have always battled with depression and not sleeping, and their BP's through the roof and their sugar levels are through the roof. And now suddenly they're getting this good nutrition. They're getting support from team members. And amazingly, they improve. So think about those that you know of who are generally highly strung, very stressed, and often in office areas where they're eating junk food all the time. Go and have a chat to them. You can help. And then the importance of getting adequate sleep. Lack of sleep can exacerbate stress. We need to aim for a good 7 to 9 hours per night and maintain that regular sleep schedule. So don't go to bed at 7 o'clock tonight and wake up at 4 tomorrow morning, and tomorrow night you go to bed at 8 and you wake up at 3, and the following night you go to bed at 11 and you wake up at 6. Try and go to bed pretty much the same time and wake up pretty much the same time every night. It makes a big difference. And take time to relax and time to care for yourself. Relaxation techniques such as yoga and Tai Chi, just simple deep breathing exercises, mindfulness, meditation, prayer, can help clear your mind and improve your mood and ability to deal with stress. Even just sitting, journaling, it's a type of meditation. Engaging in activities that you enjoy and find relaxing can act as a distraction from everyday stress. I'm very fortunate in that in my job, I do get to get up and move around regularly. I don't sit glued to a computer all day, because I think I'd get very depressed having to do that. And then I often jokingly say it, but I'm also very serious. My main source of de-stressing every week is parkrun. It's fresh air. It's with a group of people that I know, have become friends with, and it's good exercise. You feel so much better afterwards. And you need to connect with others. Social interaction can provide a sense of belonging and self-worth, lift your mood, and lead to positive thinking. And preferably do this in a live situation, not like what we're doing now on Zoom. Obviously, if loved ones are far away and you need to reach out to them, do it via Zoom or Skype or whatever. But if at all possible, go find a friend, go have a cup of coffee, or just go for a walk out in the park somewhere. But meet somebody face to face live. Now, what nutrition do we have in Neolife? Obviously, we should all strive for a balanced, healthy diet. And according to the revised South African food-based dietary guidelines, we should all eat plenty of fruit and vegetables on a daily basis. But do we? But the sobering reality is that the vast majority of people do not meet these goals daily. Data from the US CDC estimates that in 2019, only 12.3% of US adults met food recommendations, and even fewer, 10%, met the vegetable recommendation. How's that for some scary stats? Supplementation is one way to help bridge the gap and get more of the nutrients that we're lacking in our diets. Carotenoid complex provides a wide spectrum of carotenoids derived from tomatoes, carrots, spinach, red bell peppers, strawberries, apricots, and peaches. Now, be real. How many of you eat these foods on a daily basis? I tell you, I don't. If anything, maybe one of them, but not every day. Certainly not even in a week. One of the world's first supplements featuring the food-derived concentrates to be clinically studied by the USDA researchers to support heart health and boost immune function. This was our carotenoid complex. And medical researchers now, they're all starting to jump up and down and start talking about the benefits of carotenoids. You'll see it in the latest medical journals. And as John Miller likes to sarcastically say, medical science is saying, big news, carotenoids. And they're saying, yes, big news. 30 years ago, we came up with it. So be proud of the products that we've got. The next thing is a flavonoid complex, which delivers a blend of flavonoid-rich extracts and concentrates from fruits and vegetables like cranberries, kale, green tea, and blueberries, amongst other things. It also contains flavonoids representing a variety of classes of flavones, flavonols, flavonones, or flavones, flavonols, flavonones, anthocyanins, and catechins. Please don't worry about these big fancy terms unless you're doing a crossword puzzle. It's about the only other place you'll ever come across these words. The next thing is Cruciferous Plus. Now, those three products alone, does that tell you one combination that we're familiar with? Phytodefense. But cruciferous is the bioactive phytonutrients that are found in cruciferous vegetables. Like broccoli, radishes, kale, black and brown mustard, and watercress, and they play a crucial role in supporting enzyme activity linked to healthy cell growth. Cruciferous Plus also offers a broad spectrum supplementation of cruciferous vegetables in each tablet, providing the phytonutrient value equivalent to one optimal serving, because all of these things is considered an optimal serving per day. How much of this have you had per day? I know what I haven't had. Then the Neolife Bar is a satisfying snack for the whole family that has been scientifically formulated with a GR2 control technology to promote fat burning. It's packed with protein, fiber, and omega-3s, and it keeps you feeling full and supports the normal inflammatory processes, not excessive inflammatory. And it's a healthy, convenient addition to everyday life. It is free from artificial additives, gluten, dairy, and animal products. Then the next thing is our Neolife tea, as we spoke about earlier. And this is a delicious herbal tea blend with the Neolife Energy Blend of green, black, and white teas, along with an adaptogen blend of Panax ginseng, Codonopus pilosola, and Rhodiola rosea extracts. Don't worry again what these funny things are, but they're herbs. Each serving in the two serving stick pack contains 85 milligrams of caffeine for a low calorie energy boost. In other words, roughly the equivalent of about 2 cups of coffee. But I use it in a 500 milliliter bottle of cold water, and it works brilliantly. And then the next thing is fiber tablets. This is an ideal source of fiber containing a variety of both soluble and insoluble fiber for maximum benefit and efficiency. Each serving of 4 tablets provides 2 grams of dietary fiber. And then the other thing is our all-natural fiber, which is a versatile fiber powder that contains 6 grams of fiber per serving, with both soluble and insoluble fiber derived from sources that include whole oats, fruits, and vegetables. This convenient powder is ready to be mixed into a drink on its own with your Neolife shake or other recipes. You can even bake with it or mix it into gravies and things like that. Works really well. And that is the end of that presentation. Does anybody have any comments or questions before I put the recording?